Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. It's been a very long time since I made a video, and here is a video. So as you can see, the topic has almost nothing to do with um, what I was thinking to um, focus on, like in terms of like channel content, because things change. I want to talk about these four topics here: money, wealth, the government, and our education system. I don't know how long this talk is going to go for. Nothing is planned. Um, I just want to reflect on things up until this point in my life. I feel like when we're younger, um, we don't really have, obviously, any say in the type of education that we start out with. um, Whether you're homeschooled or taken to school or, you know, um, so the beginnings are not in our hands. Um, you get to a point where you do have a say, and it's different for everyone. And if it happens to be post university that you start thinking about money and wealth and finances and stuff, um, then I feel like at this point, it's like a process of unlearning. So, and you just kind of have to accept that there's some things that you need to unlearn, and that perhaps, you spent your time elsewhere. Um, and maybe if you're in a place where your finances are not, where you want it to be or where you expected it to be, then it's not the end of the world. It's just, like I said, a process of unlearning and like kind of understanding all over how money works. I feel like with the education system, like the normal kind of school system, um, I don't know. In general, it's kind of embedded that if you go through schooling, you will, you know, get a job and make money and stuff. But there isn't like an explicit kind of teaching of money, how it works, kind of like explicitly talking and discussing money itself. Um, so I know, we hear this, like, oh, we're not taught finances in school in general, things like that. But um, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of because you, as a student, what I understand now is you were the consumer, like you you're a consumer, and if you kind of look at it, um, money coming from the government, um, if you don't learn to stop being a consumer, the money that you get from the government is focused towards the end of your life. And you have to learn how to like attain it. So, if you don't learn to stop being a consumer in all, you know, like all aspects of life. I don't think there's a body of people who will, you know, sort of teach you to stop being a consumer of some sort. So, um, now when you start like reading books about money, um, I don't know, there's a bit of chaos and like there's like I don't know, there isn't a standard like about there isn't, like a an organized way of like, you know, discussing money. Everybody kind of looks at it their own way because, you know, the government looks at it one way, the, like private sectors look at it their own way. Um, and, you know, there's like product businesses, there's service businesses, there's this part about money that's like related to the government that I don't even you can't even categorize this kind of money. It's just, you know, things and terms that we don't know in general. Um, yeah, so and then like books that talk about money that say, you need to understand it, you need in order to make tons of it, and you need to learn how to invest and things like that, and um you shouldn't just rely on a job, and whatever. But then at the same time, depending what your job is, um, you know, you could be benefiting a lot of people, um, even if you're a millionaire or not. So I don't know, like the books that, tell you, you're duped and that you have to like become an investor and that you've been, basically like um, fooled your whole life into like the fact that you have to work for someone else. So yeah, so it's true like that we first learn about money from our families, our parents, um, And it's funny how like kids understand money, not like obviously like in detail, but they like it in general from a young age. Um, but the understanding is not explicit. It's not like economic understanding of it. It's just, just understanding that it's something of value, like of a lot of, or it's something that will bring you things, like it'll get you things. And kids love more and more things basically. So I don't know, like the rhetoric in these like money books, how to become wealthy or how to become a millionaire. The rhetoric makes sense that you should know how to trade and things like that. But I don't know if it's for everyone. I don't know if like traditional work and you know um exchanging your money for time is such a um uh what do you call it, what do they say it is, it's like a the word just slipped my mind, but basically it's a conspiracy or whatever, right? Like I don't know, because if you don't absolutely hate your job, like I feel like it's good to, for some people, it's just good to have that, like, um, what do you call it? Like the consistency of like a work thing, um, you know, as opposed to the inconsistency of like trading and it's like, you know, um, what do you call it? Like uncertainty, right? Um, Obviously, like if you trade for a while and you understand it, you know, you know, even if your money goes up and down, hopefully eventually you would have gotten the hang of it and, made a lot of money, right? But meanwhile, what do you do? Right? Like where do you get your capital if it wasn't that you had a job, right? So, um, so I don't know, like I don't know if someone can start off their life trading and just trade and that's it and like never have a job, like a time job. So in that sense, I don't know if it's like, all conspiracy. Um, Unless, I don't know, you come from generations of people who trade, you know. Um, so yeah. Um, but I'm happy like I'm at this point where I'm thinking about what trading is, you know. I don't regret any of my jobs because they taught me a thing or two about money. Um, but I don't know if I don't know. Like I still don't understand the stock world. I don't understand investing and trading. Like I get it in, in theory, but I don't know how little you can how what's what's like the minimum amount of money for trading. I don't know, you know. It almost feels like you need to be rich anyway to like start trading. I asked my brother like if he understands trading and investing and stuff, and he said to first understand economics, and then that will help, you know, help understand, like it will help you understand trading. But I don't know if I will understand economics. I feel like I want to like study it, like um, academically, because that's how I learned stuff. um, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I downloaded the book that my brother recommended, like for economics. I will start reading it. Why not? I mean, you know. And then, you know, I'll see, like, because he said it's easy to understand. He said it's, you know, not specialized. And if so, then I should be able to understand it and, um, you know, and, you know, um, yeah, I guess I can't say more than this. I can't, because this is where I've reached in that point of like kind of exploring money and stuff. Um, and like in general, like what I like about these like money books and millionaire books is that it's true that a lot of people have heard negative like rhetoric about money. So it's evil, it's this and that. So in order to like pursue it, um, you need to get rid of that rhetoric that it's bad and stuff like that, you know. Um, as long as what you're doing is kind of ethical, you know, and you know, after that, I don't feel like there's anything like bad about it, you know, intrinsically. Like it's just money, you know. So yeah, I think this might be my topic of choice for YouTube for now. Because I definitely need to help my situation. My first like kind of punch in the face about the importance of understanding money was like after I finished school, like I was kind of focused and taught about like the educational side of linguistics and applied linguistics, um, and not so much like the business aspect of like how a center works and things like that. So yeah, I wish I was taught, but oh well. It's never too late to learn, honestly. Like, doesn't have to be in an institution all the time. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna stop this video here and post it. And sorry for like the gap in the middle there. And if anyone has comments, please do share. And I'll come back after I read a little bit of the economics book. Okay, bye.